greetings, welcome. Thank you for joining. So honored to have you here for today's distant Reiki healing ceremony. So thank you so much for joining me. Please do relax. Please do settle in. Please do feel free to make sacred space, to create sacred space in whatever way resonates with you. We are going to get started in just a few moments. So thank you so very much. I'm honored to have you here. Wonderful. Welcome, everyone. So honored to have you here for the distant Reiki healing ceremony. Thank you so much. I am going to play a little bit of flute for a couple of more minutes, another moment, and then we will get started with the ceremony. So thank you so much for being here. I am so honored to have you. Please do, if you wish, feel free to say hello in the comments. You are welcome to. Of course, you are not required, but you certainly are indeed welcome. So thank you all so very much. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all. So honored to have you here. Jenny, lovely to see you. Leslie, wonderful to see you as always. Thank you all so very, very much. So I want to say thank you all so much for your understanding with the cancellation of last week's ceremony. Now, of course, as you may very well know, this ceremony was supposed to take place last Saturday in honor of the full moon. Well, last Saturday at this time, I was not in any kind of a place where I could broadcast the ceremony from. That is for sure. So I want to say thank you all so very, very much for your understanding. You know, I've been doing these ceremonies for over a year now, and that was the first time I ever had to cancel one. And so I want to say thank you for your understanding. I love coming to you with these ceremonies. I am always so honored to send you Reiki. So please do know that I appreciate you so very much. So thank you, and thank you. I also want to give a shout out to my Growth Month participants, those who are participating in my current Growth Month program. I want to say thank you so very, very much. It is a true honor to be spending Sundays with you this month, and such a true honor to have you and to see you and participate with you in growth. So to my Growth Month members, I want to give a big shout out, a big thank you, a big I love you. So thank you all so very, very much. Well, I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but here where I am in the eastern United States, it is cold, it is drizzly, it was just half snowing, half raining with some wind. As a matter of fact, I like this kind of weather, believe it or not, because it just makes you want to get all cozy. So here where I am, it is an incredible day for some Reiki. So thank you all so very much. I see your comments and I want to say thank you very much to them. Now, everyone, after the ceremony's over, I will go through and I will respond. I'll read all of your comments. If I don't respond to you, it's only because I didn't see the comment. Sometimes on Facebook Lives, Facebook has a way of hiding some of the comments. And so I want you to know that if I don't respond, it's simply because I didn't see your comment and I apologize. But afterward, I do and will go back and look at all of the comments, and I appreciate you and appreciate your participation. Of course, you are not required to say anything. So please know that all are welcome here regardless. So thank you all so very much. You know, all are welcome here regardless of anything, and that includes your interest in offering an offering for the ceremony. I was asked to set up a coffee page where people can make an offering for these ceremonies if they so wish. So you will see the link to that in the notes on the live. Of course, you are not required at all, and I want to welcome you all and some. All and some, that's actually a phrase from the Middle Ages, just meaning everyone. So I want to welcome all of you, no matter what. I am so honored to have you here wherever you are in the world. So thank you. Now, if you are new to these ceremonies, this is how it works. We're going to send some Reiki. We are going to set sacred space. I'm going to call in the 4 directions, our guides, beings of love and light, angels and archangels, with some drumming and invocation. You will hear the dinging of a bell. That means that I am sending Reiki. At that time, I'm going to cover you. Well, I guess I'm going to cover me over. I'm not going to cover you over. I'm going to cover me over. That's because I do draw the symbols when I send Reiki. Some practitioners just send Reiki in this way. I do draw the symbols. I do make funny faces. I just like to honor that sacred space. You will at that time, though, hear some music playing, and you will hear me breathing as well. And then you will hear the dinging of the bell again. That signals that the sending of the Reiki is over. I'll bring us back with some drumming and flute playing. I will offer up any intuitive messages that I receive. I often receive intuitive messages. Of course, it's no guarantee, but probably there will be a few. And I'm going to pull some cards for us too. And that's how the ceremony works. So please know it is such an honor to have you here. I am so excited to be here. So sorry that we're a week late and the full moon has passed, but it is still a meaningful ceremony, and it will still, of course, be wonderful to receive Reiki and for me to send it to you. So thank you all so very, very much. So, please join me in taking 3 deep cleansing breaths to clear away everything that has come before, everything that will come later, and to focus in on this blessed present moment. Thank you. I invite you to set sacred space in whatever way feels appropriate to you, whether that means lighting some candles, some incense. You can see on my altar beside me, I have some candles lit. I also have some daffodils. I have daffodils in my yard. Some are blooming and some are not. The ones facing south are indeed blooming. As you can see, they are lovely. And so I'm honored to be able to have them here on my altar for us to enjoy today. So please do set sacred space in whatever way feels appropriate to you. Now I'm also going to hold the space for you to set an intention for the ceremony. And you can set the intention for whatever you want. No matter what you might like for the intention for this ceremony to be, you will be invited to set that intention. And my intention for the ceremony is for your intentions. Father Sky, we greet you, honor you, and thank you. Father Sky, Mother Earth, we greet you, honor you, and thank you, Mother Earth. Beings of love, beings of light, we greet you, honor you, and welcome you. Aho. Angels, archangels, we greet you, honor you, welcome you, and thank you. Spirit guides, we welcome you, honor you, and thank you. Ancestors, we honor you and thank you. I honor the Susquehannock, the native inhabitants of this land where I stand. Thank you all so very much for the honor of sending you Reiki. I received plenty of images and messages that I will attempt to recall in order to pass along to you. As always, with the messages, take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. You know, in a group like this, some messages may be for you, some may be for the group, some may be for those who are watching later. That is all okay. So if something doesn't make sense, that's all okay too. So immediately at the crown chakra, I saw a pig. A pig. And the message from the pig was to root down in, to dig down into the ground and root down in to uncover information and answers. Now, this does resonate with some messages that came up later, but the pig was there. Also, was a dragonfly. There was no message from the dragonfly, but we're all pretty familiar with what dragonfly typically signifies in terms of transformation. But a dragonfly indeed was there. Now, at the crown chakra, I saw a pin. Oftentimes, when I send Reiki and I see slivers of metal, these are often, not always, but sometimes, often, they signify wounding or wounds. So I've like removed slivers from people energetically, everything from small pins up to I once removed a big honking sword. And so the pin here, I did send it additional Reiki, and here was the message from the pin. You're looking through the eye of the pin, the eye of the needle. And it was a needle, you know, with an eye. And so the encouragement here was that you're only looking at the world through this very small window, and your vision is blocked. So you're being encouraged. We are all being encouraged. This is a message for all of us, indeed. We're all being encouraged to recognize that we are looking through the eye of the needle at the world, and that there is so much more that we are not seeing. So we're being encouraged right now to work to remove that needle from our eye, to stop looking through the eye of the needle, and to recognize, to see fully all that is before us, and to stop having that very narrow, limited view. Now, of course, this is not easy, but we're being encouraged to work to recognize that there is so much more to see that we are not seeing. So thank you very much, needle. At the throat chakra, there was a tissue, you know, like a Kleenex that you blow your nose with. And here was the message from the tissue. There was also an emerald at the throat chakra. And there was just some real feelings at the throat chakra of grief and sadness. So I sent extra Reiki there as well. Right now, you may be feeling some feelings of sadness. You may be finding yourself crying frequently. You may also be feeling some back and forth kinds of feelings. You're just being encouraged to honor those feelings, to recognize them, and to cradle yourself at this time. So there was also a blanket along with the Kleenex then, just some encouragement to be very loving and gentle with yourself as you experience the emotions, as you cry. Let it out. Let it out. It is okay to cry. Cry your tears. Have plenty of Kleenex available. Can I say Kleenex? Probably that's copyrighted. Tissue. Have lots of tissues available. So have those tissues handy. At the heart chakra, there was very much a mother energy here. And at the heart chakra, I received the message very clearly. Your mother loves you. She is sorry. Now, this is from a mother who has passed on, and your mother loves you and is sorry, and she is sending you messages. So be on the lookout for messages that you are receiving from your mother at this time. You know, Mother's Day is approaching in another couple of months, month and a half. Just an encouragement to be working on that relationship with your mother. Now, you know, when we have loved ones who pass away, we have a tendency to think that our relationship with them is over. But actually, our relationship with our loved ones continues to evolve after they pass away. And so your relationship with your mother is continuing to evolve. And just because we have loved ones who have passed away does not mean that we cannot heal that relationship. Indeed, we still have plenty of power to heal relationships after loved ones have passed on. And so this is an important and powerful time to be healing that mother relationship. Now, that ancestral relationship came up strongly again later, so I'll talk more about that. But there was a lot of mother energy at the heart chakra. So just an encouragement for us all to be paying attention to that mother relationship, honoring that, and working to heal any challenges that we might experience with that mother relationship. Blessings to our mothers. Thank you, mothers everywhere. Thank you. At the solar plexus, here was a very clear message. There's an encouragement here for some empowerment at this time. So there was an egg at the solar plexus, and the message of there is self-empowerment and confidence about ready to burst forth. And so with those feelings of self-empowerment and confidence, they are indeed ready to spring forth. You're powerful. You've got the power. We all have the power. We are all way more powerful than we recognize or realize. And what we have going on right now is some self-confidence and some self-empowerment. We're about to up-level in that, and we are about to expand in those ways. The egg's message was, boom, there's about ready to be some confidence and empowerment cracking open. So some encouragement here to claim that confidence. Now, I also had the encouragement for some dancing, some empowering music. So listening to some empowering music and doing some dance at this time. You know, movement was also important at the Crown Chakra in the ceremony, as well as I was sending Reiki. So recognizing that movement is going to be very helpful at this time. Now, when I say movement, it doesn't need to be like you're going to go lift a bunch of weights and you're going to go like climb a mountain and you're going to go do 1,000 push-ups. Very simple movements just to get the body moving and flowing. Very flowy kind of movements at this time. So, you know, dancing, empowering music. As a matter of fact, you know that song from C&C Music Factory, I've got the power. That was there at the solar plexus. So you may want to put that song on if you know what I'm talking about and do some dancing, because indeed you've got the power. Now, at the sacral chakra, there was a porcupine. And the porcupine's message was, we are all being encouraged to drop our defenses at this time, and to including this also was a message of creativity. So to drop creative defenses. And dropping defenses will allow creativity to flow. So some encouragement here to release those feelings of defensiveness. Now, related to that was, at the sacral chakra, there was some loneliness. I sent Reiki to the loneliness. I've removed the loneliness. So those feelings of loneliness. Now, isn't it interesting? Oftentimes, feelings of loneliness and defensiveness oftentimes coincide. So just be watching for that right now and work to, maybe work on those feelings of loneliness. Reach out to people. A wonderful way to work on your own feelings of loneliness. And let's face it, we all have feelings of loneliness. That's a normal part of being human. And one of the very powerful ways to work on our own loneliness is to reach out to other people who may indeed be feeling lonely. So shut-ins, the elderly, people who maybe don't get out much, reaching out to them and offering to sit with them, have a cup of tea, take them to the store, take them on an outing, whatever. That's an incredibly powerful way to heal our own feelings of loneliness. So blessings to all of us for our feelings of loneliness and reaching out to others to help others heal their feelings of loneliness. Thank you, Porcupine. At the root chakra, there was an apple. And here again is where the idea of ancestral lineage was very strong. Now, as I was calling in the ancestors, there very powerfully was a feeling of a need for ancestral healing as I called in the ancestors. And so I encourage all of us, and myself too, this is an encouragement for me too, to consider our ancestral lineage at this time and where healing might need to take place. Now, here's the thing with ancestral healing. There is healing oftentimes that needs to take place that we don't even realize. And so, for instance, with our mother, maybe there might be a need for healing there. Oftentimes we recognize that and we realize that. But way farther back in our line, for ancestors that we have never met, there is often a need for healing that we don't even realize or recognize. And so just some encouragement right now to be thinking about that ancestral line, to be calling in the ancestors, honoring them, thanking them for their gifts, and working to heal any unresolved issues in that ancestral line. Now, this is a process, so honor that and recognize that ancestral healing is indeed a process. You may want to consider doing a ritual at this time to honor your ancestors and to do some ancestral healing. So thank you, ancestors, very much. Whew, those were some powerful messages. I thank you for the honor of sending them to you. I'm going to pull some cards and let's see what messages we might have from the cards. As I was sending Reiki and I did some clearing, there was one point where I did some really powerful clearing. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was at the sacral chakra with the loneliness. I don't know. But something fell behind me. I was like, what the heck was that? As soon as I did the clearing, something crashed. What was that? It was my flute that fell down. Fascinating. So powerful, even the flute fell over. Okay. So here's what we got that has very clearly popped out from the Celtic Dragon Tarot. This is so appropriate. It is the card of justice. Justice. So some encouragement right now to consider how we can bring justice into our own lives. Now, I also got the message too here of balance, how we can bring balance, because justice also has to do with the balance of the scales. So just some encouragement on checking those scales, and are they out of balance, and can we bring those into balance? Now, of course, this really does very much resonate with the ancestral healing and considering doing justice to your own ancestors, and how we can bring healing to the ancestors, and how we can bring healing to ourselves through bringing healing to the ancestors. So justice, a very powerful card for us to be considering right now. Thank you very much, Celtic Dragon Tarot, for these messages. Wow. Okay, so let's see here. Let's have a message from the archangels, and let's see what the archangels might have to share with us at this time. Two have very clearly popped out, and let's see what we have. Aha, wonderful. From Archangel Metatron, we have Chakra Clearing. Call upon me to open and clear your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Okay, great. You know, I also just got the message here for some crystals, to consider bringing some crystals into this as well with your chakra clearing, perhaps even some crystal grids if that resonates with you. But chakra clearing is important right now for us to be considering and to be performing. So thank you very much, Archangel Metatron, for that. And secondly, we have Archangel Haniel with the moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. So, you know, these ceremonies are typically done on the full moon and the new moon at times. Of course, we're a little late, and it's never too late to consider the moon cycles and how they may affect. So I encourage you to be thinking about the moon at this time. We are being encouraged to be thinking about the moon, you know, even using the moon with the clearing of the chakras, because indeed the moon is powerful. The moon moves whole oceans. That's pretty incredible. You know, this white circle up in the sky that moves our oceans back and forth, that is powerful. If the moon can do that, the moon can certainly help with the clearing of chakras. So call upon the moon to assist in this work. The moon is always here to support us in all of our work. So thank you so much, moon, for your influence. Now, I am also going to pull a Viking Rune. We're going to pull a Viking Rune, see what the runes might have to say at this time, and then we'll send us along our way for our blessed Saturday. We've got two runes here. Interesting. So very appropriate. We have the rune of fertility. The rune of fertility. And holy cow, is this not a very fertile time? You know, I don't know about where you are in the world, but right now, there's a lot of fertility happening just in my backyard. I've got leaves sprouting on my rose bushes. I've got animals mating in my yard. I watched two sparrows mating the other morning. It was incredible. Their acrobatics in the air and everything. Just powerful. I'm watching the squirrels and rabbits chase one another. Indeed, it is a fertile time. So thank you so much, Viking Runes, for this message of fertility. You know, I want to encourage you to ask yourself, what fertility is happening in your own life right now? So, you know, we've got fertility happening all around us. The signs are all around us. Indeed, how is there fertility in your life right now? And to examine that and consider that for your own life. That literal fertility that is all around us, how is that playing out in your own life, metaphorically, figuratively, in your experience at this time? So thank you, Viking Runes. Also with the runes is the rune of the unknown. So this is a blank rune, and it's just a message of who knows. There's always an element of the unknown in anything, including fertility. You plant a seed and sometimes that seed's going to sprout, sometimes it's not. So there's always some unknown element with anything and everything. So let us now consider, what are the unknown elements? What are the hidden elements? And to move forward, knowing that we can't know everything, we don't know everything, even though we may very well try. You probably know what I'm talking about. You're a human being. So, thank you so much, Viking Runes, for these messages. I want to say thank you all so much. It is such an honor to send you Reiki. It is a true honor that I do not take lightly. Every time I send Reiki, whether it is with a distant Reiki healing ceremony on Facebook Live, whether it is individually one-on-one over Zoom, whether it is in person, please know that it is always such a true honor to send you Reiki, and one that I never take lightly. So I want to say thank you all for your time. Thank you all for the great honor. I send you all blessings and best wishes. Now, if you want notifications of upcoming distant Reiki healing ceremonies, events, workshops, all kinds of things, please do. You are invited to get on my mailing list as a member of the Standing Stones Healing community, because I send out notifications to my list of the ceremonies, workshops, special offers, all kinds of things. You can do that at standingstoneshealing.com/kit, where you will also get my free Life Change Encouragement Kit to encourage you through all of your life changes, because I do specialize in Reiki, card reading, and coaching for life changes. So I want to say thank you all so very much. It is a true honor. Oh, one last thing. Please do. You are invited to join me in my Encouraging Your Journey group. Now, in that group, right now, we are walking the 7-way path. The 7-way path is a path of 7 transformative, powerful practices that we can use to help us grow, heal, and transform, that we can use to help us manage and thrive during our life changes and at any time in our lives. Right now, this week, we've just wrapped up nature. We've done gratitude. We've done cleaning and clearing. We've done nature. We've got walking and journaling and ritual and silence coming up. So please do join us, facebook.com/groups/encouraging your journey. Well, it is such an honor to interact with you in any way, shape, or form, no matter where or when. And so to you, I want to say thank you all so very much. I send you blessings and best wishes for your journey.